Hey guys, and welcome to another YouTube video. I feel like it's been so long since I've actually done a talking video, and we're gonna get into all the things. I also didn't plan this video, so who knows what we're gonna be getting into, what we're gonna be talking about. But I literally just wanted to sit down and talk to you guys, and I just wanted to talk to you guys about 2024, where I've been, how I've been feeling, all the updates, and my hopes, my dreams, my goals for next year. I literally feel like 2024 has rocked me and shooken me to my core. Motherhood has been the hardest thing that I've ever had to do, and it's so beautiful, it's so rewarding, and I love my daughter so much. Can you believe she's gonna be 10 months old very, very soon? I have a almost toddler. Where has the time gone? It's so insane to me. And I feel like this whole entire year, she was born in February. January, I was very pregnant, not really doing too much, just basically waddling around. And then from February to now, I've just been going through it with being a new mom. And it's really good stress. Someone told me that recently. It's really good that I have this to stress over. And I think for the most part, all the stress in my life right now is good for the most part. And a lot of it is also helping me. I will say, having a daughter is something that I didn't know would want me to be a better woman, because even though she's so little, I was talking about this with my husband, that she literally will look at me and try to either get a reaction from me or see if I'm watching her, all that type of stuff, as if she's trying to impress me. So I need to make sure that I am showing up as a good role model, a good woman that she can look up to, because I'm I'm I would say that I'm an okay role model for her to look up to, but there are definitely areas that I can work on. And I started this YouTube channel, I think it was either the summer or fall of 2021. So we've been rocking with each other for this long. And that was why I started this YouTube channel. It's because I felt like I can become a better person. There are areas in my life that I recognize that I need to work on, that I need to grow so that I can be a better person, not only for myself, but for my future kid, which now I have, for my husband, for my friends, for my family, and for you guys as well. And that is literally why I shared my story, because my story has really shaped me into the person that I am today. And if you're not familiar, right before I graduated high school, I ran away from my parents' home because I had been dealing with some, I always say SA. I'm not really sure if I can say the actual word, but sexual abuse. I dealt with some sexual abuse as a child, and things just kind of resurfaced once I became a senior in high school, and it was very, very overwhelming for me, and I ended up running away, starting anew. If you want to watch that video, it's on my YouTube channel. It's the very first video that I made ever on this channel, and it's still to this day the best viewed, performed video, whatever, on my channel. And it's still even getting views and shares and comments to this day, and it's really, really impacted a lot of people. And the second video that I did on my channel was sharing my testimony about how I went from being a Hindu. I grew up in a Hindu family. Literally everyone, aunts, uncles, cousins, everyone in my family is a Hindu, and I was the first person in my family to step out and become a believer in Jesus. And following Jesus has literally changed my life for the better, and I have zero regrets. And that is another thing that really, really shaped me, who I am today, has made me a better person. I used to be, thinking back to who I was before Jesus, I used to be so selfish. And a lot of the characteristics that I embodied back then, I can't even believe, the way that I think. It's unexplainable. It's despicable. I don't even know who that person was back then. But just wanting to be more like Jesus, seeing what Jesus teaches us and what he did, his actions, his words, his love, his true love, really, really just changed and softened my heart, you guys. So, what were we talking about? Yes, wanting to, so those two things, my story and Jesus, those two things are what really just launched me into my personal development journey, and I really wanted to share it with you guys. And now my personal development, I have another layer, which is my daughter. And recently I've really been wanting to develop myself even more for her, to be a good example for her. So, one thing that I've been trying to work on is my appearance. And since I've been in the house for like this whole year, I we're going to talk about this in a second into more depth, but I am basically a stay-at-home mom. I work part-time from home and I do social media, I do content. I do content pretty much full-time. So, that is such a blessing. Such a blessing. Um yeah, but it's very part-time work that I do, and my main priority is my daughter. So I'm always at home, so I can, just roll out of bed, not shower, not do my hair, not get dressed, and be like that for the whole week. And I really want to make it a habit slash, like, I want to put effort into my appearance because I know that she's going to be looking at me and mimicking and just taking in subconsciously and all of that. So my appearance is something that I really wanted to start working on. So one thing is that I've been doing is going on Pinterest, and if I have like one piece of, like, for example, I'm wearing a gray cardigan right now, and I can look on Pinterest gray cardigan outfits and then go through and see, okay, I have a white t-shirt, I have these jeans, I have like booties that look like this. I can literally recreate this outfit with things that I already have. And I've also been trying to here and there just revamp my wardrobe because a lot of the clothing that I have is from like years ago. It feels very outdated to the person that I am right now. So I'm slowly trying to do that as well. Just making sure that when I go out, I feel good about myself. I look put together. And I think that for me as a believer, if I look like I just rolled out of bed, that's not going to represent how I feel inside and attract people to, it's not going to represent Jesus well. It's not going to represent my daughter well, or even my husband. And I want to be a good representation of all of those things. So, yeah, that's something that I've been trying to work on. And it's not perfect because I don't leave the house every single day. It's definitely easy to just look like I rolled out of bed. How many times did I say that recently? Okay. So, yeah, that is something that I've been really trying to work on. This is just a PSA for your mom friends who are out there. If you're not a mom, check on your mom friends because it can be very lonely, very isolating. And if you are a mom, check on another mom. I know that people think that when you have a baby that you want to be just like left alone, and I feel like for the most part, I did want human contact. And especially like if I'm home alone with the baby all day while my husband is working, it can get a little kooky. So check in on your mom friends, and moms, check on your other moms because you already know how it is. But life has been pretty busy. I would say that I feel like I haven't really tell you like the depth of what I've been doing, and I feel like I've been here on YouTube, but then also I feel like I haven't really been. And that's one of my goals in 2025, to do more of these like sit down type of videos. If you guys think that I should make a podcast, I was looking into that today on like to make like a YouTube type of podcast. If you think I should do that, let me know. I don't know. I'm still thinking about it. But for sure, I want to do more of these like sit down type of videos. And I feel like, yeah, I've been here on YouTube, but like not. And I feel like my cop out has been to just do vlogs. And I love doing vlogs. I don't think that I'll ever stop doing vlogs while I have my YouTube channel. But I think that there's just like more depth in these talking videos. And I think back and I used to do a lot more of them. Even like my hashtag AskD videos, I haven't even done like been able to keep up with those. And there are emails that are sitting in my inbox that I need to answer. So I really want to do that again. And it's just been crazy. Just everything leads back to just this crazy journey of motherhood that I've been on. Like every week is something different with my daughter, like with a milestone or with sleep, and I don't know. And I'm still breastfeeding, and I'm choosing not to sleep train as well. So everything's been not consistent and just like up and down, which is my choice to, have it that way. So I guess I can't really complain too much, but I guess I can't, I don't know. But yeah, so just it's so hard for me to have a schedule or try to like stick to things because of how inconsistent things are with her. Like right now she's sleeping, but I never know like how long I truly have. Her naps have been getting better, but it's always like this anticipation type of feeling that I have. And I think if you're a mom and you have a young baby, then you can relate to this. When it's nap time, you literally feel like your head is going in like a million different places. Like, should I rest? Should I eat? Should I clean? Should I cook? Should I catch up on work? What should I do? Like, and you're just like in this paralysis, frozen type of like feeling of trying to figure out what to do next. That's like me. That's me. So, yeah, for this nap, I decided to just sit down and film this with you guys. Um, so that took out the little paralysis, freezing type of moment. Yeah, I feel like I've been here, but not really like fully here. So one of my goals next year is definitely to do more of this like sit down type of content. Definitely let me know if you think I should do a podcast. I know people were saying and like getting a bad rep, like please, we don't need another podcast. And I feel like in some cases that might be, I don't know. But if you guys think that you would want a podcast, let me know. And it wouldn't be like at least I don't know. I have to look into it like fully. But it might not be like an actual podcast like on Apple Podcast. It would just be like a YouTube podcast. So let me know. So I wanted to tell you guys like what my day-to-day has been looking like. So I have multiple hats that I wear on a daily basis. So, number 1, my primary job. I hate it sounds so weird calling it a job, but for the purpose of what I'm explaining to you guys, I'll call it a job. So my primary job is taking care of my baby Corina. That is what I do for most of the day. My second job is I do content creation for other people. So I have one company that I work for part time. All of this is part time. So I have one company that I work for, um, and I also take freelance clients, and I have one client right now currently. So I guess those are like two different things. So the company and then the client. And then on top of that, I have my content creation. My monitor, my baby monitor, I don't know if you just heard that beeping, but my baby monitor is always dying because I suck at charging it. And I also suck at like just leaving it on once she's already up and then it'll die. And I'm really bad at also charging my phone. Yeah. I really want to get that Anchor MagSafe thing. I think that would be really useful for me. So it's on my Christmas wish list. So, anyways, yeah, so those are like the different hats that I wear. And then on top of that, I'm also trying to balance keeping the house clean, cooking, um, just taking care of myself, all of that. So, my day to day, even though I'm at home, it can still feel like a lot. And what I struggle with right now is my daughter wants a lot of my attention, which is normal and it's fine, but I'm also trying to balance like doing all these things that I just told you while she's up, like wanting my attention. So it can get really like overwhelming and what's the word? Overstimulating. It can get very overstimulating doing all this different stuff. So yeah, that's what my day to day has been looking like, and it's been I feel like I feel like I'm still adjusting to that, just because like I said, like she's always doing something new, so it's like I don't really have like a second to like get used to something, cuz like then she'll do something new. So like, and then she also just like started doing stuff like all at the same time. Like she's crawling, she's pulling to stand, and she is walking whilst holding on to stuff. And so she is active, she is mobile, and I feel like it's only a matter of time before she is walking, because she's already starting to like try to stand up without holding on to stuff. So it's literally just a matter of time. I feel like it's like the coolest thing though, to see her grow and to see like all these different things, and then look back at pictures and see like how much of a blob she was, and like see how much she's like evolved and grown and learned in such a short amount of time. And I feel like the time is going by so fast. And it's very true what they say, that the what is it, that the days are long but the years are short. I definitely am seeing that, and I'm looking at her like when she's sleeping right now, and I can, and I'm that mom. I'm literally that mom that struggles to like put her down to nap because she's fighting her nap, but then throughout like the whole time she's napping, I'm like looking at her baby pictures. Even though she's a baby, I'm looking at her younger baby pictures. The other thing that I would say I really struggled with this year, and I haven't been able to find my groove with, is my relationship with God. And when I was pregnant, I was like the closest and most consistent I've ever been with my relationship with God. So I was reading the Bible so consistently, praying so much. I kept a prayer journal, and I like never missed a day, and I would have like these very long conversations with God and worship, and my relationship was just very different from what it is now, because obviously the season of life that I'm in is different. And I feel like I just went from one extreme to the other, and I'm still trying to figure out like I'm still trying to figure it out. Like this year has been like the complete opposite when it comes to my relationship with God than last year. And I understand that I have to take those moments, like right now while she's napping, or even like when she's awake, and just know that it's not going to look the same. But I still find it very difficult to actually like put that into practice. So I'm just gonna keep trying. That's all I can say. That's all I'm gonna do for next year and for the remainder of this year, to just be be aware of the fact that I'm just exhausted. I'm literally just exhausted, you guys. And I hate to say that sometimes I do put like my own self care or my own relaxation above spending time with God. But at the end of the day, I need to remember that when I am refilling my cup with God, that is going to be more long lasting than the, I don't know, like whatever random show I'm watching. And so yeah, I just answered my own question. So yeah, I just wanted to update you guys on that, and just, I guess, just make sure that you guys know that this is normal, and your season of life is going to determine how things are going to be, and it's not always going to be the same, and that is totally okay. But it what's important is that you just check in with yourself and you recognize those different things. If you guys have any questions for me, let me know if you're interested in any other thing that has been going on with me. But I'm gonna end the video right here. It was really nice, and now that I've done this, I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna do this more often, because it just feels nice to just sit down and catch up with you guys. So let me know how your 2024 year was, and also let me know what your goals are for 2025. I love you guys so much, and I will definitely see you soon. Bye.